You may not think of the Kia Soul as an iconic vehicle, like, for example, the Porsche 911, but for the brand, that's what it's become. Back in 2009, they launched the first generation Soul, and with the hamster ad, it really has become an icon for the brand. And now we have the second generation 2014 Soul, and it's better than the old one, and it certainly rides a lot better. Kia just cannot build enough of these Souls because even the outgoing model only stayed on the lot an average of about 30 days. That's amazing in this industry. And one of the reasons is it's got such a great residual value. The average Kia has a 48% residual value, the Soul 58%. When you first look at the new Soul, it's an evolutionary change from the outgoing model, meaning they made minor changes, but they're all good changes. For example, this bumper is now called a tusk bumper, kind of more animal-like, and it really works. This is known as a wheel-centric fender design. It fills it out a lot nicer, and you have these blacked out A and B pillars. Overall, I think the design changes that Kia made really work, and I think this has become one of the better looking vehicles in the segment. When you look at what else is out there, Nissan Cube, Scion XV, for example, even some of the newer stuff like the Fiat 500L, I just think this styling works well for this segment. Under the hood of the new Soul are two engine options. The base engine is a 130 horsepower 1.6 liter GDI or gas direct injection 4-cylinder engine, and the upgraded engine, which is really going to make up 70% of the engine sold, is a 2-liter gas direct injection 4-cylinder that produces 164 horsepower. That's clearly the better engine. The base model receives a 6-speed manual transmission. Meanwhile, the upgraded models receive a 6-speed automatic transmission. Let's talk fuel economy. With the 1.6 liter, you get 24 city and 30 on the highway. With the 2.0, you get 23 city and 31 on the highway. One of the areas that Kia needed to address with the all-new Soul was the interior quality and design and styling, and they've really done a great job. I think they've nailed it, starting with this beautiful 8-inch navigation screen. Even some luxury cars only have a 6 or 7-inch screen, and here they nailed it with an 8-inch high-def screen. I love it. I also love this 4.3-inch information screen between the tach and the speedometer. Basically, if you have some navigation instructions, you can read them through here. Your fuel economy, all the most important information is right there, so you don't have to take your eyes off the gauges and still focused on the road. Overall, the interior quality has been tremendously improved. The materials are softer, they're higher quality, so the buttons are better. This really does feel like a more upscale vehicle, again, starting at around $15,000. Infotainment is very important to buyers in this segment, and Kia has really been leading the way with their Yuvo system, which is based on the Microsoft product. Now, what they've added this year is an Android system, and this is one of the first vehicles to get a full Android system, and we've been playing with both systems all day, and both are really good. It's nice to see that a lot of the technology we're using every day, like an Android, is now making its way into vehicles and vehicles in this price range. There are 3 trim levels for the all-new Kia Soul. The base model starts at $14,700, followed by the Plus, which will make up over 50% of the Soul sold by volume, and the top of the line Exclaim, which starts at $20,300. A fully loaded Exclaim should run you just under $23,000. Another area that Kia really needed to address were the driving dynamics of the outgoing model. Let's be honest, it just wasn't a very good driving vehicle. So what they've done is they stiffened the chassis by almost 30%, and they've really focused on making this vehicle a lot quieter, and by making it stiffer, it actually handles bumps considerably better than the outgoing model. I gotta tell you, we were driving today, even 70, 80 miles an hour, the vehicle was quiet. We didn't hear a lot of road noise or a lot of wind noise. It really felt like a nice vehicle, and the whole package really works. A typical Kia Soul, that's the mid-level one, a Plus, is going to run you around $20,000. And when you consider all the utility, all the interior space, the 10-year warranty, this car is really a no-brainer. We'd like to see the fuel economy get a little bit better, but for now, this thing is definitely a rock star and the #1 vehicle we'd recommend in the segment.